I have a pretty like straightforward route. Very economical in the beginning, but then I can just kind of do my own thing. Pause for dramatic effect. Awesome. Warning, I will have spoilers. But you don't have to worry about any of that. It's weird because I'm like spanning abilities I definitely don't have yet. Just so used to having the game stuff that learning to walk. A lot of my early games rotating around finding cache sites, so I will be able to get answer early. I like to prioritize going through Crystal Peak. That way I can get the dream mail earlier, and that way I can start to hopefully get some of the rare. So like for every random hit, you end up getting a chance at some fully collectible crystal, which will help you down the road. Sorry for the noise. Oop, here we go. No pedestrian having to collect one Joe. So this is lifeblood in the game. Gives you two actual little small things good to pick up. They're located quite in good spots to prep you for like in front of boss battles. Alright. So yeah. You hop it along here. Oh no! That's the Geo. So, if you check out the background, there's almost like 3 layers of art there. This is a charm that you can put on a bench. I'll read what this one does later, but it's not one of my faves. I've played around, I call it, so there's, once you beat the game, there's something called skill series, which basically is, you can take hits, but when you die, the game's over. And the practice for that, I'll usually try and trigger that charm, which means you're down to 1 health, but then you get like, almost like a full upgrade to your nail. So, I call it Steel Series Light. So one of these days, I will try and do just a whole game that way. Because there are people that 100% this game without getting hit one. I'm not quite that crazy still. This is just a game I've always enjoyed playing and got me through sometimes. Oh. So dragging along the wall does, at least in my mind, slow down the descent so you're not stuck like landing position for too long. As long. Welcome to Dirt Mountain. Eating. If you sit on a bench like I normally want to do, it gets rid of the 2 lifebloods up there. But we're not going there. We are going down the chute. So this is your entrance into the Hollow Knight world. Forgotten Crossroads. So imagine if this was a kingdom, this would be like the entryway that most people came, and now people are just going down it. A lot of fun. You see a lot of art style and stuff that reflect other parts of the kingdom. You get to wonder what the heck this giant thing is. But being a true Metroidvania, it's got a lot of stuff that you're gonna come back with. This is one of the few games that you can like truly be lost in. And there's no pointers, no tutorials. You gate to either with abilities or champions as well. There are cut-throughs and stuff. I didn't realize that a lot of this had been set up for speedrunning. different bugs have different attacks. This guy hits for 2. I don't recommend taking a hit from him. These are grubs. Grubs are these little guys you get to collect and see where they go later. But it's nice that how they did the art style. They took a bug world and made it human. Made it cute. Yep. Oh, yeah. So, Knight is unique in the fact that it is gorgeous, wonderful, very technical. You have really good controls on this game. Swing down, swing up, left, right. The amount that you hold the jump button dictates how high you can do a small jump or a higher jump. And that comes in handy later on when you're trying to control your knights. Not die or get through. Like, there's certain portions of the levels that are just as challenging as I would say boss fights. Which is great, because as you traverse and explore the world, you are learning to be a better knight. And that's great. Up high. Might work. Oh, of course not. Whenever I want to show this off, I can't do it. I did the old-fashioned way. I'm up high, bud. Nope. The trick is to get him stuck up there. Go to this. We can at least get that. Usually I like to have him closer because then you can hop up there, but that works too. It's really funny because if there's a glass and you walk away, you go from excited to like, choo, choo. Little attitude. Alright. So since this is all part of an ancient city, you're gonna find like parts of this. They had what every city has: waterways, lifts and stuff. You look at the background here to bring stuff up and down, either like stuff of value or bring down. This is Mortifer. He sells maps. I don't buy maps anymore, but I recommend anytime you hear him or you see his pages on the ground. No, it's some geo. Definitely buy yourself a compass and use the maps. Acid. Yep. Sorry about that. Actually, for half a second, you ended up in acid. Alright, little guy. Alright. Everything from the art style to just the music or the background here. All the guys. The first time I played through this, I didn't pay attention to any of that. The level of detail that the original two guys put together this indie game blows my mind. How amazing. I can tell you that some places, when you're really lost, hearing that hum, it's like seeing daylight. Okay, so up we go. More geo. I think enough of that stuff. I mentioned spoilers. So, let me finish what I'm doing and I'll show you what I believe is the first real challenge. I've been playing this for years, and I'm not gonna lie, some of my favorite things is hopping on Twitch, watching someone first time this game, and seeing how do people approach it, how do people, like, everyone reacts differently. It used to be Portal for me, but not many people are willing to sit down and play Portal. Honest, so this is the first, what I would call challenge of the game. I've seen A lot of people not even going past here, and then you watch the speedrunner like do it in one shot. I will say that the math for shooting is so good. I am the target audience. Later on there are bugs that shoot multiple projectiles, and for some reason I just always get creamed by them. Oh, that was quick. Okay. It's a quick detour right here to get more money. Money. Thank you. Alright. Up we go. Trying to be quick here because I can play. As you saw the pool earlier in that room, the white stuff does help. You sit in it, it will restore your soul gate. The round part up here, next to all your white skulls. If you're running low, it's nice to find those. There's some really good ones. You know where people struggle. Alright. I definitely encourage anyone that does play Hollow Knight for the first time to find areas. Look at different ways to approach the bad guys. It's one thing to, like, I learned this with my kids, like, one thing for someone to see how it's done, but everyone's gonna handle it a little bit differently. Dark, grays and blue, breathing music. Nice. It all because I'm greedy. Hello, one piece of geo. Hey, here we go. Wait, so there is a stack station there, but we'll hit it later. How about the geo? No, it's funny because the crossroads are not that complicated, but you can get lost here. Especially because there's a couple of areas you need to open through. Once you get the circle of it. Hey. Yeah, like I said, hoping probably to 112 this account before Silksong pops, and luckily for me, it might not be in my lifetime. But just in case it does, I am late to the party. Multiple counts here, and on here's the second. So this is a real mini boss battle. Here's Kritamosa holiday bags, just smack them with your sword, your nail. There you go. Get a bunch of Dio, and then you. Well, like my 5-year-old said during his playthrough, yucky. Fortunately, these guys don't shoot anything at you, they just fly around. Yeah. So this is actually a throw, kind of like later on in different parts of the you see this kind of like background, a little bit of a can't get up there yet, but we will. While we're down here, let's Oro. You wield your nail like a club. MC? How much deeper do we have to go? Oh, what? Who are you? I see. The whole village. What a strange dream have led me down here. You haven't found me. I don't think I'd ever have woken. I am sly. Usually I live an uneventful life in Dirtmouth. Air in these ruins don't agree with me. Better get getting back. Return above and come see me. Probably the friendliest face there, and I can thank you properly for your good deed. So he was under what you'll see later on is happened to the inhabitants here. They come under like the curse, takes their mind. Fortunately, he wasn't there when we him pulled back. There's other NPCs that just a sad story here, but I do believe the night brings hope. Now, before someone goes off and say, "Oh God, you're murdering this poor thing's babies," they hurt. They fly right at you. They are definitely not. Let's see. Here we go. Rep. All the things I do for Joe. Alright, so a lot of platforming. Properly. And look for Geo. Unfortunately, this will be a past issue. Yeah. The next area there, trying to help you. We're so happy. This is like, there aren't tutorials, but stuff like this. This is really nice that they have this built in that you start training yourself to be like, how do you do that? What if I ding once? Oh, if I ding a move. What if I control the jump? Not like that. Hi Geo. You'll be missed. Those are tram signs. We can't use them yet. That's a cool interaction. If you're skilled, parries another, like a counter strike. You actually gain soul, which is very useful in battles. Also, there are portions get up underneath, and that goes both ways. I've had bugs throw stuff up underneath me and nail me. This just opens up that little section that we came down to. Easy peasy. When you do leave, it will reset certain bugs. That also is true for it at a edge. Especially for some challenges where you don't. So before we do this, we're gonna grab this. Most areas they'll have some sort of challenge area, so mini boss, and then there's definitely a I'm not gonna spoil what the stack stations are. Let's watch me do it, but safe to say, now this little cool thing you saw there, you pay Geo and you can open up this. There's also ones for benches. The way this game works is that you collect Geo, and it's on your person. Greetings, little one. I'm not gonna read all. I'm sorry, I'm on an Xbox remote, so it's backwards in a Nintendo Switch, so I'm like hitting the instead of X. So, what was I saying? So, the stag, this is the fast travel system in the game. Really looking forward to in Silksong having a board that you can interact with and do stuff off of. It's gonna be cool. Alright. We're gonna go to the shop. This little guy we ran into down. So from here, I am gonna purchase two. I'm gonna purchase this guy. This is a charm. And I'll read the charms when we put them on later. And then this is another charm right behind me. I'll explain why. That should be, that's the purpose of making sure you hit certain skill sites. I have enough to buy that. You know what? It actually helps to put them on too. So once you've collected a charm, walk over to these charming benches that are specking units, which will top off your little health bar. Upper left. And then you have 3 notches, and these they cost a certain amount of notches. This one costs 1. This is a gathering swarm. A swarm will follow the bearer and gather up loose geo. Useful for those who can't bear to leave anything behind, no matter how insignificant. So, if you don't want to pick them up yourself, that's a winner. It's called Steward Shell. This is one I run. It's called builds resilience. When recovering from damage, the bearer will remain invulnerable for longer. Makes it easier to escape from dangerous situations. You can see why. Anytime you get hit or you like run into an enemy and get hurt, you have a certain amount of time of vulnerability to catch your breath and get back to it. This just extends it. You can also cheese with it. This is the first one you saw, Fall of the Fury, embodies the fury and heroism that comes upon those who are about to die. When close to death, the bearer will increase strength. So this one is the whole thing. Like, you get down to your last skull, the entire screen has red lines everywhere. It's like vibrating, almost like pulsing. But then you go into like beast mode and your hits count for like a last stand, I guess. Just depends on your play style. The wonderful thing is that your nail actually has a number of damage, and it's almost like a full-on upgrade. And the way you tell that is like count how many times it strikes certain bugs, and you get that ability, and also now they're 1 hit instead of 2. So, like these guys would have been 1 hit, which in the long run makes it faster. At what cost? It's like, then you gotta make sure you don't get hit at all by mistake. Grab this one. So once they get their animation for swinging, they're not moving. So I'm just kiting back enough to not have to hit by them. If you're within that radius, out. Dive down. There. Alright. That's another area we will be able to explore down the road. Don't have the right abilities yet. Fine. It's okay to wanna. It's okay not to even know you have to come back here, guys. There's so beautiful. This thing's coming out, focus back. I didn't even notice this guy right here. The next one of these guys I'll show you, it's like a faint yellow dried. They're not all quite there. Hear the music change? It's about to happen. Just some of that background that was in the Gruz mother, the mini boss. There's a bunch of it here. What could that mean? False night. The beauty is, like, these battles are like dance. You learn that there's only a certain amount of moves these guys can do, but it takes time to learn, and it's very rewarding when you finally figure it out. Almost done here. He's really just a big baby. But you'll notice that it's built into on it. There's a lot of like a, I guess you would call it like a stagger, like a break or respite. Not all battles give you a chance to heal, but it's not quite Zelda level where you're like scarfing food down. Got a city crest and a chest. Now, what I like to do is sit here for like a moment. Up here. Just gotta listen. There he is. His mace is actually a bug. And if you boink. Like, someone put that in the game. Most people would, I'm sure, walk past that. I know I did. But, like, little details like that. Like, X amount of seconds after you beat it, the mace just gets up and walks away. Like. So this is supposed to be like a forgotten city, so all the inhabitants that are here are a little special. I'll let you find out what he says, but this is where we get our first full ability. This guy is called the Vengeful Spirit. Tap B to unleash the spirit. Spell will deplete. Spells will deplete soul, replenish soul by striking enemies. So, and to make sure you get it, it's not a tutorial, but you're stuck in this area until you get past it. And it's very well designed to make you, incentivize you to learn how to use this, because it's quite important if you want to be on it, is to understand that spells well, because these guys take 3 hits. It's insane. There we go. Alright. So, Geo. I forgot that I had the normal. Don't need to change that. So 3 hits or 1 blast. Let's do that now. There you go. So in this game, until you get a certain charm called Steady Body, when you hit, your the knight moves. So upward hitting negates that, which is nice because you can hit yourself into trouble off the ledge. These totems refill soul. Okay, let me get through this and then I'll save and then you can play. Warp. I know you heard that. Necessary evil for Luke. My daughter's ready to play. So let me get to the bench. And then she'll play. Alright, you'll load up here. Really shouldn't be using this soul, should be saving for this part. But this is a mini boss. But you can't beat him. You have to use soul. This is like I was saying. They intelligently set up these areas to make you learn to use these critical abilities. It's not people with come on, dude, give me one. There we go. You got this. Here. There's actually some other stuff in here that we're come back to this area, so. Alright. So without I'm gonna end my session here.